Hi there, savewith.crypto here. Okay, so this video I made here called how I plan to double my XMEX energy in 1 year. Interestingly enough, I think I did. But more to the point is Leonard Sinjovic here said, "Hi, some time ago I have exchanged MEX for energy, or what the F was that app has nudged me to do it. Could you help me to find it?" Okay, I thought this was worth making a video because there's some concepts you've got wrong there, Leonard. So first of all, MEX was the original token we had that's part of the X exchange, or the Maiar exchange as it was then. And when it was called that, there was MEX and there was LKMEX. LKMEX was the locked version of MEX. Now, when the DEX version 2 was released last November, so about a year ago, we had the opportunity to swap your MEX into XMEX. Now, XMEX is a kind of locked version of MEX, but it has a kind of different dimension to it, if you like, which is called energy. So when you said you exchanged MEX for energy, what you probably did, you exchanged MEX for XMEX. So you exchanged it into a locked version of MEX that had a certain amount of energy associated with it. Now, this happened with LKMEX, the locked version, and depending on how much of a lock period you had left on your locked MEX. So the easiest way to show you about this is to log into my smaller account here. Now, unfortunately, I've got no LKMEX to show you. In fact, I haven't really got any MEX. I've got 73 MEX there, which is worth less than 1 cent. But if you've got XMEX, what you'll see it down here. Not in the liquid assets, but you'll see it here in the locked tokens, and that is your XMEX, okay? Now, when you look at that, you'll see, if you hover over these things, that they have a certain amount of energy associated with them. For example, this one has 64.7 billion energy, and that is unlocking on August the 23rd, 2027. This lot here has an energy of 1.9 billion, and this unlocks on September the 22nd. So I can actually show you, for example, without increasing the amount of XMEX, how to increase the energy. The trade-off with doing this is it pushes the lock date forward. So, for example, if I come over here and I look at this My Energy Multiplier thing, you can see here that the energy multiplier is 3.77x, and it has a possibility of being 3.95x. And that's because some of the XMEX isn't locked for the full period. So you can actually do this by going increase the multiplier, and then this lot here is maximized, this lot here isn't. Okay, so I could check that, increase the multiplier, confirm that, and then you'll see the energy increase from 93.3 billion to 94.757 billion. So that increases the energy, but I've not actually increased the amount of XMEX. But what that means is that when I go to the meta bonding here, this is where I'll see the rewards a little bit more than they were before. So I'm not actually going to do the meta bonding claim today. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, because meta bonding is available on Thursday mornings at around 8 UTC. So I hope that clarifies things a little. So basically, to find your way around the DEX, your DEX assets here, this is the liquid tokens you have. So if you've got any e-gold, you'll see it there. Other things, I've got a little bit of BAT, QuoWatt, USDC, all them sort of things. And then the lock token is down here. Okay, so that's the XMEX. And now what you'll see is if I expand that, then they've all got an unlock date of September the 22nd, 2027. And then the other things you'll have, if you've got farms, you will see the liquidity pairs here. And if you've got anything in meta staking, you'll also see that down here. So that is where you see all your stuff. Now, although in my mind the best benefit of having the energy is the meta bonding, it is worth pointing out that you do get benefits as well. Say, for example, I've got this MEX e-gold farm here, so I'm getting an APR at 43.13%. because I've got a reasonable amount of energy. And the same goes for this ZoidPay eGold farm down here, which is actually 101%. Obviously, this changes a little bit when you claim the rewards, and it's not just the meta bonding. So, for example, I can claim something now. I haven't claimed for a couple of weeks, or maybe a week. So there's actually $4.52 of XMEX that's due to me, and then there's another 35 cents here. This is from the fees that people pay on the exchange when they exchange stuff, and then there's tiny amounts of other stuff as well. I might as well claim that just to show you. Now this is all going to get simplified in version 3 of the xExchange that's supposed to be coming out in Q4, so either this month or next month. So that's going to be something to look forward to, because there are certain things like you're supposed to come here and update your energy if the amount of ESDT tokens have changed. So I may as well do that. It only costs like 3 cents to do this, but it does seem to be something worth doing, because that will make sure your amount of rewards are maximised. So I hope that helps. If you try and look for all that stuff on the XPortal, what you'll see your liquid tokens for sure, and you'll also see NFTs you've got. So if you're really unsure about things, just copy your ERD address from the main screen, and then you can either go over to multiversX.explorer.com or just click this thing here, and that will automatically show you what you've got. So for example, here I can see I've got eGold there, various ESDT tokens, and then you can see all the stuff here, including NFTs and whatever else you might have. Okay, so I hope that clears things up a little bit. If you've got any more questions like that, please leave them in the comments, and while you're down there, make sure you subscribe to make sure you've got a notification set on all, and obviously give the video a like, and above all, tell your friends.